So we are discussing about type 1 hypersensitivity and its examples, no?
Recording?
Yes.
Huh?
Tell him.
No, but
Tell him. Okay. So administration of anti-sera, these are systemic anaphylaxis. Then administration of drug like penicillin and sting by bee. So which type of clinical manifestations of this particular systemic anaphylaxis? There may be itching, there may be erythema, there may be contraction of respiratory bronchioles like asthmatic attacks, that is wheezing, then diarrhea, pulmonary edema, pulmonary hemorrhage, shock and death. This sort of systemic anaphylactic reaction may appear due to this type 1 hypersensitivity. Okay. Now local anaphylaxis, anaphylactic reactions like hay fever, that is rhinorrhea, coryza, there is conjunctivitis, there is lacrimal discharges from eye, nose, then there is sneezing, irritation in the nose. So this with fever, it is called as hay fever. Okay. So local anaphylactic reactions, it will show in the hay fever. Then bronchial asthma due to allergy, inhaled, that is allergens like house dust. Then food allergy, whenever there is this allergens like fish or cow's milk or eggs get ingested in our body, these are allergens to some particular sensitive persons. So they gives rise to this food allergy. So these are the local anaphylactic reactions representing hay fever, then bronchial asthma, and food allergy. Okay. The next, that is cutaneous anaphylaxis. Cutaneous anaphylaxis, it is due to contact of allergen. It is due to contact of allergen with the skin. It will give rise to hypodermal wheel-like projections or flare. Okay. So cutaneous anaphylaxis, it is due to contact of antigen with the skin. Then angioedema. It is again very commonly seen due to some ingestion of drugs. Okay. So it gives rise to laryngeal edema, edema of eyelids, lips, tongue and trunk. We call it as angioedema. So these are the local anaphylactic reactions or local anaphylaxis which appears because of hay fever, then bronchial because of bronchial asthma, no, because of some allergens inhaled through the respiratory system. It gives rise to bronchial asthma. Then food allergy due to ingestion of some allergens, food allergens like fish or cow's milk or maybe eggs. Okay. So these are the examples of type 1 hypersensitivity. Type 1 hypersensitivity. Now we are going to discuss about type 2 hypersensitivity. That is antibody mediated cytotoxic hypersensitivity. It is antibody mediated cytotoxic hypersensitivity. This type of reaction is a humoral response by antibodies that attack cell surface antigen on the specific cells and tissues and cause lysis of the target cell. So it is due to attack of cell surface antigen on the specific cells and tissues. They causes direct lysis of that particular target cell. It is a humoral response. What is humoral response? Could you explain? Any one of you? What is humoral response? Yes. What is cell mediated? What is humoral? Yes. What is
Humoral is done by plasma.
plasma cells that
Plasma
releases the
and releases the cytokinins.
no, they releases the immunoglobulin.
Immunoglobulin, sorry.
They releases immunoglobulin that comes under
Immunoglobulin.
humoral response. That is antibodies. Okay.
Yes.
So the antibodies so formed may be against the normal cells and tissues. They may act against the normal cells and the tissues. See, students, we are now discussing about hypersensitivity and not antigen antibody reaction. Okay, hypersensitivity, it is a exaggerated immune response. So here, this antibody, they can act against the normal cell and the tissues. Okay, we call it as autoantibodies. Okay, autoimmune reactions. So autoimmune react. What are the autoimmune reactions? In this, the antibodies, they could not recognize the self and non-self antigen, and they react against the normal body cells or tissues and causes destruction. So here in type 2 hypersensitivity, it is mainly antibody mediated cytotoxic. It is cytotoxic, that is toxic to the cell. Okay, so it is an antibody mediated cytotoxic reaction. So it is a humoral response by antibodies that attack the cell surface antigen on the specific cells and tissues, causes defragmentation or destruction of that particular cell, target cell. Now, what are the etiological factors and pathogenesis? This reaction is participated by complement system, then macrophages, platelets, natural, that is NK cells, natural killer cells, then neutrophils, eosinophils, antibodies like IgG and IgM class. Okay, etiology and pathogenesis. So these are the participants of this reaction. Okay, so we should know first of all what are the participants. No, then we can see the next drama. So these are the participants of type 2 hypersensitivity. Complement system. What is the complement? Complement is a nothing but a protein, heat labile protein. Yes, it is a protein molecule which complement on one side, and on other side it kills that particular cell, causes destruction of the cell. Okay, so complement system, it take part in this particular reaction. Then macrophages, platelets, then NK cells, neutrophils, eosinophils, and antibodies, specifically IgM and IgG class, like which are responsible for primary immune response and secondary immune response. Okay, now these are the types of reactions we are going to discuss next. That what happens in this type 2 hypersensitivity, that is what is the pathogenesis of this particular type 2 hypersensitivity reaction. So first reaction is opsonization and phagocytosis. Opsonization and phagocytosis is the reaction in which what is the next thing that occurs, that is the attack on the target cell. In opsonization, the target cells coated with IgG or IgM antibodies, they activates complement system and generates opsonin C3b and C4b. So these target cells mainly they get coated with this immunoglobulins, that is IgG and IgM class of immunoglobulin. They activates the complement system and generates the opsonins. Okay. Now the next, what will going to happen with this attachment of antibody? This phagocytes process receptors on their surface for specific products. So the phagocyte possesses these phagocytes, they possesses the receptors on their surface. So which type of receptors? First are Fc receptors for binding the IgG and IgM immunoglobulins, that is antibody coated on the surface of target cell. The second receptors are receptor for binding C3b and C4b. So one side they get attached on the immunoglobulin by one receptor, second side the receptors for this opsonins. Okay, one side for immunoglobulins, one side for opsonins. Like this, receptors are present on this phagocytes, and the net result of this particular receptors when they get attached with this particular cells, that is one side antibodies and on other side opsonin, the net result will be destruction of target cell. The antigen antibody complex also activates the complement system and generates membrane attack complex and destroy the target cell. Okay, this is the net result of this opsonization and phagocytosis. So it also activates the complement system and generate membrane attack complexes which destroys the target cell. These cells, they get later on phagocytosed by the macrophages. Okay. So this is the opsonization and phagocytosis reaction of type 2 hypersensitivity. Now second is antibody dependent cellular cytotoxicity. Now here the antibodies, they get fixed on the tissue sites. These antibodies first they releases and they fixed on the tissue sites. That triggers complement activation and produces again this opsonins C3b, C5a with polymorphs and monocytes. Now the next cells that take part in this type, type 2 reaction, that is polymorphs and that is neutrophils. Polymorphs are nothing but the neutrophils and monocytes. They come along with this opsonins. Activation of monocyte, polymorphs, NK cells, they releases lysosomal enzymes. Now, this polymorphs, monocytes or NK cell, that is natural killer cells, they releases lysosomal enzymes such as protease, causing destruction of the target cell. So either that particular thing, that is complement system activation, or either here by release of this lysosomal enzymes with the help of opsonins, there is destruction of target cell. Now third way is antibody mediated cellular dysfunction. Antibody mediated cellular dysfunction. Now here antibodies against the cell surface receptor causes disruption or destruction of cellular function rather than causing cell injury and inflammation. So here this antibody mediated cellular dysfunction, in this particular reaction, they attack on the function, cellular function, rather than to destruction of the cell directly. Okay. So could you hear me properly? Yes?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay, because here internet connection network is unstable. Okay, so example of this antibody mediated cellular dysfunction is myasthenia gravis. In this, there is formation of antibodies against that acetylcholine receptors in the skeletal muscle that get blocks. This acetylcholine receptors, they get blocks. They blocks the neuromuscular junction and they causes the muscular weakness. Okay, so here these antibodies, they acts on the cellular function. That is, what is the function here? It is required, that is transfer of this acetylcholine, that is from skeletal muscles to the neuromuscular junction. So here this transformation get blocks and which gives rise to weakness of the muscle. Okay, so now muscle to skeletal muscle, this release of acetylcholine, it get blocks. So it will leads into cellular, muscular dysfunction. Now here, this particular, that is antibody dependent, this antibody mediated hypersensitivity reaction or cellular dysfunction, it may be it may be impairment or it may be stimulatory. So here there is impairment. There are two type of reaction, that is antibody mediated cellular dysfunction. There may be impairment, or either stimulation. So here in this particular example, there is impairment, it is seen. Okay, so here this antibody dependent cell mediated cytotoxicity, here this eosinophils, neutrophils and natural killer cells that take part in this antibody dependent cellular cytotoxicity. Here these are the Fc receptors. Now you can see properly this Fc receptors, okay, get attached on the with the receptors. These antibodies, they get attached with these receptors and see these are the receptors, okay, Fc receptors, and this is the macrophage. So it is attached with the macrophage. This is the antigens. These are the antigens. They get blocked by this immunoglobulins. Here the other cells also take part in this reaction is neutrophils, eosinophils and natural killer cells. You can see nicely in this diagram. Now here the complement mediator reaction. Now here you can see the target cell with it will attach with these antibodies. These are the violet things are antibodies. Here the complement reaction and opsonization. Here it get attached to the Fc receptors here, and on other side there is complement, that is C3P, C3B. These are the opsonins which get attached. So membrane attack proteins they get formed, and there is osmotic lysis. Okay. So here this opsonization will lead into phagocytosis. They causes phagocytosis by the macrophages after opsonization. Okay. Now again this is the similar thing, that is antigens, target cell attached with the antibodies. These are the antigen attached with the antibodies, and it will get attached with this NK cell, that is natural killer cells, with the help of Fc receptors. Okay, and they make able to get the phagocytosis. There may be cellular T cell apoptosis may occur. Okay, so this is the other figure of complement mediated this hypersensitivity type 2 reaction. Now examples of type 2 reactions. These are the examples of type 2 reaction, that is cytotoxic antibodies to blood cells. This is the example of cytotoxic antibodies to blood cells. Now what are the examples of this particular reaction? The first is autoimmune hemolytic anemia. The first reaction is autoimmune. Now, what will going to happen in this autoimmune hemolytic anemia? The red cell injury, it is brought about by the autoantibodies. Here, the RBCs get disrupted due to formation of autoantibodies reacting with the antigen present on the red cell membrane. The antigen which is present on the red cell membrane, here this antibody get attaches and there is destruction of RBCs. So it will we can look this particular cell in this particular reaction in Coombs test. It will get clearly visualized in the Coombs test. Then second example is transfusion reaction. What will going to happen in this transfusion reaction? When there is this transfusion reaction is incompatible or mismatched blood. Okay, with mismatched blood transfusion and incompatible blood transfusion, there is blood cell destruction of blood cell happens. Then hemolytic disease of newborn, we call it as, yes, what is the name of this particular disease? Hemolytic disease, what is the name? Yes. Oh, so what happens in this? What happens in this?
Mother's this
antibodies.
ISO antibodies.
Yes.
Destruct the fetal red.
Yes. Fetal red cell get destructed due to
mother's antibodies,
ISO antibodies. Yes.
Yes.
So hemolytic disease of newborn. Then thrombocytopenic purpura. It is again the next example. In this, it is a immunological destruction of the platelets by the autoantibodies. Destruction of the platelets by the autoantibodies causing or reacting with the surface of the component with the normal platelets. Next is leukopenia with a granulocytosis. It is again caused by the autoantibodies to the leukocyte, causing their destruction. And next is drug-induced cytotoxic antibodies. The drugs like penicillin or methyl dopa or rifampicin, they causes etc. They act as a haptane. These drugs or these metabolic, they act as a haptanes and they bind to the surface of the red cell, blood red cell, that is blood cells, to which the antibody get combined, which causes destruction of these cells. So what is the meaning of haptane? Any one of you know? Haptane, what are the haptanes? These are nothing but the protein molecules which stimulates the formation of antibodies. Okay, so they act as a haptane, these particular drugs, and causes destruction of the cells. Okay, now the next is cytotoxic antibody to the tissue component. cytotoxic antibodies against the tissue component. Now, what type of diseases in this? The first is Graves' disease. It is called as primary hyperthyroidism. It is a Graves' disease. Here the thyroid autoantibodies they get formed, which reacts with the TSH receptors to cause hyperfunction and proliferation. So here this autoantibodies they acts against the TSH receptor, and there is hyperfunction of this particular thyroid gland, and there is proliferation. Okay, proliferation of thyroid gland, we call it as primary hyperthyroidism. Now next is myasthenia gravis. In myasthenia gravis, the antibodies to acetylcholine, just we discussed about that. Acetylcholine receptors present on the skeletal muscles, they get block the neuromuscular transmission at the motor end plate, resulting into the muscular weakness. Now next example of this particular disease is, that is cytotoxic antibodies against the tissue components. Next is male sterility. Anti-sperm antibodies, they forms which reacts with the spermatozoa and causes the impairment or motility as well as cellular injury. They causes impairment. Autoantibodies of the sperm against the spermatozoa. Then type 1 diabetes mellitus. Here the islet cells autoantibodies. All of you know what is the pathology of type 1 diabetes mellitus. So here the autoantibodies they get formed which reacts against the islet cells of the Langerhans. Then pernicious anemia, all of you know, there is again formation of the antibodies against the intrinsic factor here, and there is destruction of this parietal cells. Okay, so parietal cells will give rise to destruction of parietal cells, will gives rise to deficient release of this intrinsic factor. So this this vitamin B12 and folic acid could not get absorbed at the site of ileocecal region. Okay, so because of this deficient intrinsic factor. So pernicious anemia is again one of the example. Then glomerulonephritis. This this glomerulonephritis, this streptococcal antigen, they act against the glomerular filtration bed, and there will be inflammation of glomerular filtration bed, will give rise to less filtration of this kidney. The filtration function of this kidney get hampered, and there will be edema because of retention of the fluid. Okay, so glomerulonephritis. Then Goodpasture syndrome. It is again the example of this particular disease. In this, there is formation of antibodies against renal glomeruli as well as the alveoli of the lung. So both of these things get destroyed because of formation of antibodies against that particular tissues. So destruction of both of this, we call it as a Goodpasture syndrome. Results in the nephritis, either destruction of this renal glomeruli gives rise to nephritis, and action of this on alveoli will give rise to pulmonary hemorrhages. So Goodpasture syndrome. And rheumatic heart disease that we discussed. Any one of you, if remembered, what happens in this rheumatic heart disease? We discussed about this. Yes. Yes, what happens in this rheumatic heart disease? Which antigen acts in this rheumatic heart disease? Which pathogen acts as an antigen in this rheumatic heart disease? Yes. Yes. What is the name of that antigen which take part in this rheumatic heart disease, which causes this formation of rheumatic nodules or Ashoff's body? Remembering this? Yes. Have you heard the audio lectures? Anjali, Poddar, please. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Vallabh. Rheumatic heart disease. What are the antigens that act against that particular cell? Tissue factor. Remember it?
Streptococcus.
Yes, yes, right. Pranjali, yes, right. You are very right. Streptococcus hemolyticus, type A. Okay. Group A, hemolyticus, streptococcus. Group A or group B?
Group
Yes.
A.
Group A or group B? Group A, no? So please,
Group A.
please listen that audio again. If it is in audio lecture or whether it is PPT is there, then you can go through that PPT. I think I have taken lecture on this rheumatic heart disease. It is on net also.
Yes.
In the Zoom lecture arranged by the MUHS. Okay, I think it is there. So rheumatic heart disease, and again it comes under this cytotoxic antibodies to the tissue component. So all these reactions, all these examples, they are related with cytotoxic antibodies to the tissue component. Okay, so we discussed about all these things, that is the examples, and also we discussed about okay. So today's lecture is finished. If there is any query, you can ask. Yes, any queries related to today's lecture?
अँटीबॉडी मिडिएटेड सिलिअरी डिस्फंक्शन ते आता सांगितलं ना ते तुम्ही ते नॉर्मल सेल्सला पण होऊ शकतं, नॉर्मल सेल्स सोबत पण का फक्त टार्गेट सेल
it is hypersensitivity reaction, no? You're talking about type 2 hypersensitivity, no?
Only for target cell.
Yes, only it should be only for target cell. It should
2.
only for type, yes, it should be only for target cell. But what will going to happen sometimes? There is destruction of normal cells also. Okay.
Okay.
See, Fc receptors, that is this opsonization and phagocytosis that we discussed, no? Type 2 hypersensitivity. These are the pathogenesis of type 2 hypersensitivity. Here the target cell they quoted with, what are the target cell? That is antigen sensitized cells. What are the target cells? Those cells which get sensitized by that antigen. These are the target cells. That cells they get coated with the IgM or IgG antibodies, and they activate the that activates the complement system, or other way they generates the opsonin also. Complement system and opsonins. Okay, so this both things, this complement system they gives direct lysis of cell. Opsonin they causes the cell, they gives rise to the stimulation to cells for phagocytosis. Okay, by opsonins. So phagocytic, this phagocytic, for phagocytosis there are two types of receptors present on these cells. That is Fc receptors and the cells for binding opsonin. So both of these receptors present on the cells. Okay. So the net result for this reaction is destruction of that particular target cell. Okay. Now second reaction we discussed, that is antibody dependent cellular cytotoxicity. Antibody dependent cellular cytotoxicity. Here there is again opsonins they take part with the help of polymorphs and monocyte. So they produces the lysosomal enzymes which causes destruction of the target cell. And antibody mediated cellular dysfunction, these are they may cause the functions like impairment, or there are stimulatory effects also. Impairment and stimulatory effect. Okay. So impairment it is seen in myasthenia gravis, and stimulatory we can see in hyperthyroidism, that is Graves' disease. It shows the stimulatory function. Okay, that is proliferation of the cells. Okay, hypersecretion, proliferation. So stimulatory effect or inhibitory effect, both effects will get created by this antibody mediated cellular dysfunction. Okay. So examples, cytotoxic antibody to the blood cells, this autoimmune hemolytic anemia, transfusion reaction, hemolytic diseases of newborn, thrombocytopenic purpura, leukopenia with the agranulocytosis and drug induced. These are the examples of cytotoxic antibodies to the blood cell. And cytotoxic antibodies to tissue components, these are Graves' disease, Myasthenia gravis, male sterility, type 1 diabetes mellitus, pernicious anemia. Okay, so that part we discussed. We discussed today about type 1 hypersensitivity and type 2 hypersensitivity. Tomorrow we will discuss about type 3 hypersensitivity and type 4 hypersensitivity. Okay, so today's assignment is, please prepare this particular hypersensitivity type 1 and type 2. Write down, take out your notes and keep it with you while coming. Bring that notes. I will going to sign that notes. Okay, so that is the assignment for today's lecture. Okay, so we will end today's meeting. Okay, understood? Any questions, any queries?
Please करा ना.
Yes, 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 you want PPT?
Yes, ma'am. If possible, then please
शेवटची
send the
slide, ma'am.
PPT.
शेवटची slide. This is last slide, no? You want a picture of this slide? You want to take? Now you can take.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
This is last slide. Take picture fast. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So we will end this meeting. Any queries? We will meet tomorrow again.
No, ma'am.
Huh?
No.
At 3, type 3 hypersensitivity
Okay,
and
ma'am.
type 4 hypersensitivity. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, ma'am.
Bye.